I am kind of shocked to say this. There is refinement in an engine from Dodge. Okay, so the last time you and I were behind the wheel of a new Dodge Charger, it was the better part of 6,000 pounds. The good news is, it's gone on a diet, somewhat of a crash diet. 4,850 pounds, or depending on express weights and measures, 2,200 kilograms. Without it. Oh, a little bit of a delay there, but man, when you get into like 4,500 RPM, not only does it take off, it sounds magnificent. Now let's talk about that mass as it relates to the bogie, the M4. The bad news is this is not a lightweight. This is still 900 pounds heavier than an M4. I'll put it another way, that is 4 to 5 adults, basically the amount of people you can fit in this car, or that is one very large polar bear. Now, all that aside, I am kind of shocked to say this. There is refinement in an engine from Dodge. Like, I would expect this kind of refinement. It's not BMW levels of refinement, but it is better than what's out there. Granted, one can't argue with the silky, smooth torque delivery of a 6-cylinder, and that's what we have here. Beautifully matched to this 8-speed, I'd like to point out. Okay, so admittedly not the smoothness of the BMW, but there's a pageantry here that's very welcome, that's very unexpected. Granted, not quite the power delivery of a Hemi, it's not trying to be that, but I would argue this is a very quick, very large car. I must admit there's slick growl to this engine. Unexpected, but I like it. So we arrive at the most challenging aspect of this discussion. Not just the way it drives, but the size. What you are looking at here is a deceptively large car. This has a wheelbase very close to that of a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, a 4-door. It is 10 inches longer in wheelbase and length than the BMW. It dwarfs the BMW, and as such, it doesn't feel as nimble as the BMW, but putting that aside, I'm shocked how refined this thing is to drive. Like, I love me Challengers. Like, maybe it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Maybe it's because I did Target Newfoundland in a Challenger. But those refined, they were not. They were very much a sledgehammer. They were from a time gone by, and they weren't trying to be anything different. And that is a good thing. This is trying to bat above its station in life. Is it successful to a BMW level? Not exactly. But does it embarrass itself on roads like this at the size of an S-Class? That's the unexpected part, and I feel like that's kind of a theme with this. Unexpected. Maybe that's what we should call it, the unexpected M4. But putting all that aside, really what's going on here, this is a leapfrog for the folks at Stellantis. If you look at the Challengers, the car that came before this, those were based on an LX platform, which in turn were based on an older Mercedes that stretches back to the 90s. So while a good platform 30 years ago, now we're talking about a platform that was designed for 2026. Now, if you've been paying attention throughout this episode, it's pretty clear Dodge is trying to reinforce performance. What I don't understand is the paddle shifters. So you've got that transmission works beautifully personality-wise with that engine, and I feel like I could use like manual shifting. However, I don't want to do it because the paddle shifters are they're like little itsy bitsy baby. They're cute paddle shifters, but they're not usable. They look like a regen button that they put on the steering wheel of electric cars. Perhaps they can go with something like almost Ferrari or Maserati-esque, where it's attached to the steering column to reinforce, like, okay, it doesn't have a manual transmission, but we remember those days. And then last but not least, the change in design of this vehicle from the electric is the hood. So you've got this huge, we could call it a power dome, but there's a certain, the sight picture to this thing, it's menacing. That's the only way to describe it. And for that, I say, bravo. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video and consider subscribing to see even more content like this. And to watch the full version of this episode, search MotoManTV Cars on YouTube or click the link in the video description below. We have all new episodes each Saturday. Thanks for watching.